Hey, second graders. Today I've got another text for us about fossils, and you are ready to take a quiz. We have been working all week on figuring out what the central message is, or the main idea, or the big idea, or I call it the gist. And so today you're going to read an article, and one of the questions is going to have you figure out what the gist of the article is, and you're going to tell me. So let me say that our learning target is I can use evidence to answer questions about the text, digging up the past. Now remember, that is the first thing that readers do when they read a text independently, is they read the whole text and you think about what is it mostly about. So when you look for the gist, you're not looking for small details in the text. You're thinking about what is the whole text mostly about. So what I've got for you right now, I'm going to show you the article and I'm going to read the article to you. But I'm also going to attach the article in the assignment because I want you to open up the article while you're taking the quiz. Let me show you what that would look like. Okay, so here's your article. So you'll have this article open in one tab, and then in another tab, you're going to have your quiz open so that you can flip back and forth, because I want you to read each question, and then I want you to go back to the first tab and I want you to find your proof in the text, and then I want you to come back and answer the question. So for each question, you're going to read the question, you're going to flip back to the text tab, and then you're going to come back to the quiz tab and answer it. All right, so these are the questions you're going to be answering. You have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and then you have two that you're going to type an answer to. So look at this one here. Type the gist of digging up the past. So that's going to go right here once you're all done. And then it's going to ask you to reread paragraph 4 and it's going to ask you to answer a question about the text, and you will write a complete sentence here. You'll type it in there. All right, so I'm going to step away from the quiz until after we've read the article, and then you'll open up your quiz. You can only take this quiz one time. So if you submit it and then you realize you missed a bunch, you can't redo it. So make sure, double check your answers before you submit it, okay? Because you can only take it one time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out the quiz so that we can look at the article. And remember, this article is in the assignment, so have this open in one tab, have your quiz open in another. Digging up the past. I can't even read this yet until I look at the picture. Man. This fossil is part of a T-Rex. Section 1, or paragraph 1. Earth was different millions of years ago. Plants and animals were different too. But how do we know that? Some plants and animals became fossils. Scientists study collections of fossils to learn about the past. Section 2, see that number there? Just the remains. Different plants and animals lived on the earth long ago. Some of them became fossils after they died. The fossils formed from their remains. Remains are the parts left behind after a plant or animal dies. Bones are a type of remains. Sometimes they become fossils. Section 3, a long process. Making fossils takes a long time. When animals die, their bodies decay. Decay means to rot and go away. The soft parts, such as skin, decay first. This takes months. Then the hard parts, such as bones, decay. This takes a few years. But sometimes the bones become fossils. This takes many, many years. Wind and water cover the bones with sand and mud. The sand and mud make layers on top of the bones. The layers slowly become rock. The bones can become fossils. Section 4, big discoveries. Finding fossils is hard. They are covered by layers of sand and rock. Fossils can be uncovered a few different ways. Erosion helps us find fossils. Erosion is when wind and water push away layers of sand and rock. The fossil gets uncovered. Another way is when water dries up. You can find fossils that used to be at the bottom of a river. In other places, rocks may crumble and crack. This can uncover a fossil too. Maybe one day you will find a fossil. That is the end of the text. So now you are ready to go and open up this text on one tab and open up the form on the other. And I know that you're going to answer those questions amazingly. See you next time.